What do you got there? A Stanley Cup?
Yeah,
Big
no,
ass cup.
but it's a mama cup that Jeremy got me for Mother's Day
A mama cup.
from the girl in Strathroy that does all the.
Did you guys watch maybe a month or two ago, SNL did a skit
Yes,
about
I
girls with
did.
their big ass cups?
Yes, I saw.
Big
So fucking, like everyone has to have a big ass cup.
I know, but it actually is awesome because it keeps it cold and like forever, and I can fit a lot more water in here than a glass, and I need it all day.
I don't drink cold water. I can't.
Hmm.
I like,
Yeah, I have a friend who likes like
room temperature water.
Yeah,
I don't want hot water. I just want room.
right.
I guzzle. So now we're into, by the way, the teenagers tell you about this. This is an Owala.
What's that?
Owala.
Oh, somebody asked me.
Owala.
I've never even heard of that.
they're
Somebody asked me if I had one. I'm like, no.
they're the trendiest new things.
Oh,
Owala.
why? Did they not have lead in them? Like
I don't know. I have no idea.
One of my friends posted a meme the other day being like, all these teenagers with their special bottles, they're staying so hydrated. Like when I was a kid, I didn't even carry water with me. Like I was lucky to get a few sips from the water fountain throughout the day and my one juice box that I had when I was at lunch.
No, we got to have our water. So Charlotte,
like I don't even think I ever drank water as a kid.
Unless it was from the hose.
Yeah, unless it was from the hose. Or the water fountain.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're ready now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. All right. Do you want to cough or blow your nose or anything?
Nope. I just got my cough out already.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, the podcast that some people call the Space Cowboy. Some call it the Gangster of Love. Some people call it Maurice because we speak of the Pompatus of Love.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were going to say some people call us spaced out, and then you went on to the... It's like...
I didn't have anything,
fair.
So I stole that one. I just stole it.
Yeah.
Guess which one of us is the Joker, the Smoker, and the Midnight Toast?
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself here. That's coming.
And I ruined the beginning of the next bit.
You've ruined my joke.
Well, you got about 10 minutes to come up with another one.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you all about Disney World and being there at the end of May.
All right.
How hot was it?
Oh my God. I can't explain to you how hot it was in Florida at the end of May. We went we only went this late because my husband was in the hospital. We talked about this a while ago for all of January. And we had a trip planned for February, so obviously we couldn't go. But he's pretty much recovered now on a strict diet, but otherwise good.
Awesome.
So we decided, so he's doing well. He had severe pancreatitis, if you recall.
Yes, you can. If you're just listening to us for the very first time, we encourage you to go back and we'll start at episode 1.
Yes,
sure.
And then you'll go through the whole trials and tribulations of pancreatitis.
Oh.
By the way, when we get to the comments, somebody is just listening to us for the very first time and has some commentary about episodes 4 and 5.
Oh, okay.
4 and 5.
We'll get to that at the end of this one.
Great.
Wow.
Okay. We always love to hear your commentary.
Okay.
Anyway, so we were supposed to go away and then we couldn't. And so now I'm like, are you better yet? Like, I need a vacation. Like, can we go somewhere, please? So we decided to go to somewhere in the States because we wanted to be near Americanized healthcare if we needed it. Mm-hmm. Florida it was, right? So we decided, okay, we're going to go to Florida. The kids have never been to Disney. They've begged to go to Disney. And I've always wanted to take them to Disney, but I wanted to take them at an age that they would remember and they could walk and they could, Mm-hmm. So we decided we'll do one day. We'll do one day at Disney because it costs $1 million just to get in. Yes. So we just did Magic Kingdom. We went for one day.
Can we just establish now that you called this, you wanted to, I need a vacation, I want to go on vacation. Mm. Now you're going to Disney in Florida at the end of May. I would say this is a trip. Okay?
I think it was more like a trip.
It's a trip.
It was pretty busy. It was not really that relaxing.
That's a trip.
Still making our own food in our hotel or apartment thing. Anyway, so I booked Disney. I was hardcore about this. Like in the months leading up to going, I'm on every Disney Facebook group you can be on. I'm watching reels, I'm watching videos, I'm talking to people who have been there. How do you use the Genie Pass? How do you start stacking? You have to learn, like,
Wow.
the Genie Pass, if you haven't been, is like the fast lane. You have to buy it on top of your ticket per person. I think it was $30 a person in addition to the ticket. But it was worth it because we knew we were only going to go for one day and we wanted to get on all the rides that we could. So I'm talking to friends on how to use this thing, and somebody's telling me, here's how you stack rides, because you can only book a ride every 2 hours, but you don't want to book too far ahead because then you got to wait 2 hours to book the next one, and you want to get on one in the meantime, and da-da-da-da. Anyway, and then there's virtual queues, and you got to get on the Tron ride, and you got to get
Did
right
you get
in the
on it?
So we did get on the Tron ride, but we didn't go.
What?
I know. Julia chickened out. It was going to be me and Julia because Jeremy and Kendall won't do roller coasters, but me and Julia love them. So so the Tron virtual queue opens at 7 a.m. and then 1 p.m. So 7 a.m. we missed it because it was like 7:03 and gone. Like if you're not in there, and so 1 p.m. I set an alarm on my phone. I was on my phone at 1 p.m. I got right on. I clicked it. We got a spot for like 9:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
From 1 o'clock.
Like that just
So I'm like, all right, well, we're here all day. We were like group
If
150
you're
or
planning
something.
to stay and watch the fireworks anyway, then you might as well keep riding and
yeah.
right up to them, right?
Actually, the fireworks is the best time to ride because everyone's watching them or they've left and it's like almost dead. Yeah. So we got on a few rides during the fireworks, but we could still see them.
This is beyond
it's ridiculous how much planning goes into this. And so the one guy that I was talking to about all this, because he had just gone and he'd planned it all and he's giving us all the tips. And then Jeremy texted him in the middle of our Disney day saying, like, we don't understand how we're supposed to stack these. And so he calls us and he's like, all right, what you're going to do now is you're going to book this ride. Then in 2 hours, you're going to book this ride. Then you book this one and then you start stacking them. And we're like, okay, like I feel like I've wasted half a day already because now it's noon and I can't, so figuring that stuff out is just, that alone is confusing. So by the middle of the day, I had been doing it on my phone. I'm on my phone when I'm checking into every ride, trying to book the next one, because as soon as you check into a ride, you can book another one. And then eventually I'm like, Jeremy, you do it. Like I can't figure this out anymore. It's overwhelming. I don't get it. You take it. So then he took it, figured it out. And anyway, we did get on most rides. We got on Space Mountain, and Julia did do that one.
She didn't freak out, eh?
She kind of freaked out, but I told her ahead of time, I'm like, we're doing Space Mountain. And so we got on. It was also at like 9 o'clock. And it was right. And it's right beside Tron, right? So I'm like, we're going to do them at the same time. Bam, the end. 2 big rides, end of the day, then we're out of here. So we go try to do Tron. And she's like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, let's go to Space Mountain.
You are doing this right.
Oh my God. Well,
I tried. Hey, when we did the one day at
do
Disney at Magic Kingdom in February, I was in I actually wouldn't do it, but I was in the because Space Mountain is a very long lineup indoors.
Yes.
And so we're just walking.
Yeah,
like there's not even people yet, and you're just walking through the maze trying to get to it.
Yeah.
But you hear the recorded message of it's completely dark, sudden drops. People who are pregnant and have heart issues and stuff. All you people shouldn't be in the ride, and that freaked them out. And then Emily absolutely lost her mind.
Wow.
Oh, she didn't do it?
And we had to go backwards through the same maze out.
And
they didn't even get to anywhere near getting on the ride.
Well,
well, we basically walked right on because it was 9 o'clock at night and we had the fast pass. So we get on this ride and Julia's like, so I'm not beside you? I'm like, no, you're behind me. Like it's single file, like 6 people in like a rocket.
Oh, she would have freaked out at that.
Yeah, I was like, you're doing it. I'm like, do you want to sit in front or behind? And she's like, you're in front. I'm like, okay, I'll be in front of you. So we're doing it. And I'm like, you got to scream. We're in the dark. She's like, okay, I'm nervous. I'm like, we're doing this. I'm like, you bailed on Tron. We're doing Space Mountain.
Yeah.
So we get on it.
There's nothing to it. There's literally.
Well, it's in the dark and you don't know what's coming, right?
They don't know.
That's the fun of it. She doesn't know. So she screams like the first half.
Years old. It's no good. It's not even any
It's good. Oh yeah, I liked it. Anyway, so she's screaming, and then all of a sudden she stops screaming, and I'm like, oh God, did I lose her? Because she's behind me and I can't see, right? And because I keep yelling back, you okay? Like no answer, right? And So she started screaming again at the end. And then we get off and she's like, that was amazing. I'm like, yes, okay, good. I'm glad you did that. So she did that one. But anyways, aside from all that, we knew it was going to be hot. Okay. We knew it was the end of May. I had cooling towels for everybody. I had those neck fans. I had other fans you could just hold on
I
yourself.
didn't even know those existed.
Oh, and you need them. You absolutely need the cooling towels are great actually because you just wet them wherever, like bathroom, water fountain, whatever, and then you wring it out and then you do a couple hard shakes and then it starts to get cool and it will stay cool for like 2 hours and you can kind of reshake it a few times and it does work and it helped. But then you get wet too. Like we've got it all on our necks, so we're all wet here. Everybody's wet, and the fans were necessary too. But I mean, even that stuff, it just made it slightly more bearable, but it was so freaking hot. Like I can't even, the hottest day of our summer here that you probably wouldn't even go outside for was like that every day in Florida this week. Like
I've been
crazy.
I was in Florida in August, which is really stupid, but
I guess you would get used to it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was a lot.
It explains the bath salts and the gators and the meth.
It really does.
It does.
Like
It
I
really
actually
does.
felt like this is why
Yeah.
people go crazy down here because
Yeah.
it is the heat. It's
Yes,
not
but
the humid. It's
but
not the
I-
heat that gets you. It's the humidity
But
too.
I feel like, Rachel, that you, I mean, you've always said that
Yeah.
you hated wintertime and you like to get away
Yeah.
and you like to go somewhere warm, but
I
I don't
do.
think you really like it when it's hot.
I don't like it when it's like 40 degrees.
I
No,
know that.
I don't love
No, I don't
that.
think you like that.
No,
That doesn't
it's
bother
okay
me.
if I'm in the pool or if I can find some shade. But if I'm in the blazing sun in 40 degrees, like you can't stay out for very long. The good thing about Disney is that a lot of the rides are inside. There's a lot of air conditioning. I actually booked character dining for lunch, so we knew we had like that
Oh,
time
boy.
in the air conditioning, like in the heat of the day. So that was a good idea. The one thing that I learned, and if you are going to Disney, is take your family photo at the beginning of the day. Take it at the beginning of the day when you're all fresh and you've just walked in, because we all looked like drowned, sweaty rats
I'm
in our
sorry.
photo.
I'm
Like we took it
sorry.
at the very end after we did Space Mountain.
Oh,
We're wet
no.
from cooling towels. Everybody has been sweating all day long. We all look disgusting and we're exhausted. And I was like, I just have one more request. We all need a picture in front of the castle. And all three of them were just like, oh my God.
I thought
Mom."
everybody knew that. That's a given. Like, get in the gate, get in front of that castle, take the picture, and then go about your day.
Yeah, we didn't. Well, we had to get in the gate. We had to get to our ride. Like we had to make it in time, and that because we booked a ride already, so we couldn't stop. We were on a mission. Anyway, it
That
was
sounds-
hot. I can't
Yeah.
even tell you.
If it makes you feel any better, in February, we were slightly chilled at about 19, 20 degrees.
Slightly
Slightly
chilled.
chilled.
See, that would be more bearable because not only are you walking so much, right? Because now
Mhm.
when you do the fast passes, it's not like you can really plan to do the ride next door next, right? Like you're booking this ride, and then the next ride might be across the park. So we crossed the park 6-7 times that day, right?
Ah, you get your exercise.
You got your exercise, which I think if it wasn't so hot would be it would be fine.
Fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is when it's that hot, you're not even hungry. Like you just want cold water dumped in your mouth, on your head, like whatever. Give me freezing cold water.
Wait, it sure doesn't sound like the happiest place on earth.
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
that. It was fun though. The girls still say that was the best part of their trip.
Okay. Well,
So they were happy.
all right. So
And it
they-
was fun.
they
I
got that out
wanted
of
to
it.
take them to it. I loved taking them there. And we'll do the other parks later when it's not hot.
As hot.
Not their summer.
Well, I mean, the fact that you didn't get on that one ride would be disappointing to me. Although I've been there.
I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to
been
do
there.
it, but
I've been there. I would just say, and I love roller coasters, and I'll go on the biggest, the tallest, the fastest. I don't care what they are. The ones that go backwards, I don't care. I'll try
Mhm,
any of them because I
mhm.
like them. Space Mountain, it's not really. It's not. much
It's
fun.
fun.
I wouldn't know
No,
because
yeah.
I've been there twice,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
both times no
I
one
know.
has let me go on it.
Yeah, I don't know why they make a
Mm.
big deal. out
come
of
with
Space
us.
Mountain.
You can come
Yeah.
with me and Julia.
No thanks.
We get out. I make them go on these rides. I'm like, nope, you're not getting scared. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Go on at once, and you'll go. Well, that wasn't that big a deal. I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman. And this podcast is brought to you by Home Run Heroes for Children's.
Yeah, this is an event to raise money for the Children's Health Foundation at London Health Sciences Center, and it's happening in Woodstock at Southside Park, June 22nd to 23rd. They're partnering with Woodstock Minor Baseball to bring you some family fun. So it's happening from the Friday to the Sunday, but particularly on the Saturday, they've got lots of family activities, right, Forman?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there are all kinds of family activities, and a whole bunch of food trucks are going to be there
Ooh,
to
cool.
sort of
I like that.
mark the celebration
Love me a
and
food
raise
truck.
money for the
Yeah.
Children's Health Foundation.
Yes, that's
Nice.
awesome. So yeah, it's June 21st to 23rd at Southside Park in Woodstock. They're having a whole tournament with Woodstock Minor Baseball. So maybe your kids are in the tournament. Maybe you've got grandkids in the tournament.
Maybe you are in that
You
tournament.
Who
could be in
knows?
that tournament, sure.
Mhm.
And so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but Saturday in particular is the family fun day. They've got lots of activities happening.
We
All right.
keep saying it's the first weekend of summer, which is true, but actually the first day of summer this year is Thursday, June 20th.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Well,
So
then
the-
that will be June
Perfect.
21st, the very first full day of summer.
That's right.
And this
Cool.
is the beginning. The first summer weekend, 5 to 9 Friday night, 8 till 8 for the family fun day on Saturday, and then Sunday, it's approximately 9 to 5.
Mhm.
Right.
We discussed this in the last episode, Foreman and I, because we're not sure how long the tournament. Like somebody could get routed, and the tournament could be over early. You don't.
Well,
know.
I guess.
You
sure.
don't know. You don't
Yeah.
know.
That's why all the family fun's on the Saturday, because
That's
you
right.
know it's going to be a full day.
You know, it's a
Yes.
full.
It's a full
So it's
day.
Home Run Heroes for Children's, raising money for the Children's Hospital Foundation. And of course, if you live in Oxford County, even though London, the Children's Hospital is in London, that is your Children's Hospital. That's the one
Yeah,
you
of
would
course.
go to. So Children's Health Foundation is, it's a cause that we've supported a lot in the past too. So we're happy to have them on this podcast today.
Yeah, if you want to learn more, just go to childhealth.ca and look under events.
This is due to underwhelming demand, the podcast that's got a picker, a grinner, a lover, and a sinner. You figure out who's who, okay? You just
A picker, a grinner, a lover, and a sinner.
Yeah.
That's
There's
four-
only three of
that's
us,
4
though.
people.
I know. One of us is doing double time. What can I tell you?
One of those 4 is represented by you listening. So
Maybe that's
sure.
it.
Yeah,
Have you take
sure.
your pick.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Big day here as we are recording this podcast. It is prom day in my household.
Oh, prom. I forgot
wow,
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 Is this
wow.
Charlotte's last year of high school?
It is, although
Okay.
she is considering, I believe, going for
Another
more,
year.
Yeah, more courses next year.
Sure.
She's a December kid, so
Yeah, they graduate so early now. I don't
they
blame
do.
them.
They do. They do.
Honestly. Yeah.
But prom's a big deal. Although not much is happening as I speak to you right now, or at least I don't think much is happening. I haven't seen very much of my daughter today. She is not in school.
Not activity. No activity yet. She's not
th-
out getting her hair done yet or anything.
Nails yesterday. Hair.
Okay.
Nails did, hair did.
Hair is coming.
Mhm.
Actually, hair is very, very soon. And then it's an early departure. They're going. Where are they going? You know that park on I think on Springbank Drive. I forget what it's called. Is it Civic Gardens?
Oh
or
yeah, the
something like
Civic
that?
Garden
In London.
Complex. Yeah.
In London, and they're everybody's apparently gathering for pictures. So I have to go, and mom and dad are going to get pictures taken. Although what we'll
Mhm.
do, we're not picture people.
No.
We don't really dig pictures.
I
We
can
don't-
count on my hands, and I've known you since Charlotte was 5.
Yeah,
The number of times you've done family photos. Maybe 2 or 3.
that seems high.
That's
But,
high,
that seems
yeah.
high to me.
One or
Maybe-
two,
I think
maybe
you've
max.
done-
one or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure. We just not. But anyway, we got it's prom day. So did you guys go to prom? Did
Yeah.
You,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Did
Yeah,
you
I did.
Was it called prom when you were in school? Because when
No.
I was in school, I think it was the semi-formal or something.
Ours was
Yeah.
called formal
Oh,
because we
okay.
had 2 semi-formals in the year at the
Uh,
school, and then
right.
formal was for like the grade, I don't know, 11, 12 OAC maybe, because I
Mhm.
did
Yeah.
OAC. At that time, we had OAC, grade 13.
Yeah.
And it was just formal. We didn't call it prom though.
I think
don't know
we
why.
had, now that we talk about it, I think we had we had a semi-formal and then we had a prom. I was the first class that didn't have to go to OAC. And when you're in a town, within less than an hour from the Quebec border, you go do your prom in Quebec because everyone's 18 and can have an extra amount of fun.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
okay.
we'll get to after prom in a minute.
Oh, boy.
That's a completely different.
But we had a limo and everything. It was great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't go to.
Wow, you guys are big spenders
There's
up
a
there
whole group of us
in Ottawa. Holy cow.
Hey, listen,
Okay.
so I didn't go to a prom or a semi-formal. Anything that meant that I would have to get dressed up was something that I was not interested in as a teenager. So I didn't bother. So I have no experience in this, but I feel
You could just tell us that all the girls said no to you, Dave. You can just say it.
I actually, that's not true. I did have a girlfriend in my last year of high school.
Did
Mhm.
she go to prom?
No, she didn't go to prom because I didn't go to prom.
Why didn't
So-
you take her?
held her back too?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. It
Gosh.
was not something I was interested in. I don't.
Probably
Anyway.
stews about it every day since.
Yeah, if I had a boyfriend who
Well,
didn't want to go to take me to prom, he wouldn't be my boyfriend much longer.
We are no longer boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Anyway, so I feel like because I didn't get to experience this rite of passage, that maybe I can experience it vicariously through my daughter.
Yes.
Today. So it's a big day here. So when you experience something vicariously through your daughter, what that means is you are spending a lot of money for a dress.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then
That wasn't really a thing when I was a kid. We
Oh,
had we would get dresses, but they were maybe
Oh,
a couple
boy.
$100. Now it's like $1,000.
Oh yeah.
What?
It's like a wedding
$1,000?
dress.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, listen.
So expensive.
And then Forman, the dress doesn't quite fit, properly. Maybe it needs to be,
Of course.
maybe it's too
Altered.
long, so it's got
Yeah.
to be altered.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not cheap either.
No.
Mhm.
Trust me,
Nope.
that's not cheap either.
No.
Doesn't she have a job?
Yeah.
She does, and she paid for her tickets to the prom,
Okay.
and she paid for after prom, which we'll get to in just a moment.
Mm.
Now, tickets, not one ticket, but tickets. So at some point in this procedure leading up to prom, it became apparent that she may want to have someone attend prom with her.
Okay.
At first, I think there
Yes.
were a group of girls who were going to go, and that group started to narrow down because they were finding
They were
Dates.
being asked or
Okay.
whatever.
they
Yeah.
were finding dates.
Sure.
So it became apparent that
Someone mowed somebody's name into a field. and-
yeah. So
Prom?
we've got to come up. Now we've got someone, a good friend who we think will go with us. We're not boyfriend, girlfriend, but a good friend who we
Oh,
think
nice.
might do this. Might
That's fun.
come and enjoy
Sure.
himself.
And is a boy?
Yes.
Mhm.
But we've got to do a promposal. We have to do it properly. We have to do a promposal. That's how it works. You've got to.
Do you have to do that?
She has to ask him because she
Oh.
wants him to come, right?
Oh, I
So
see.
She
Okay.
has to ask him.
Yeah.
And you have to do, you can't
Okay.
just ask. So I think here's where I come in. This
Oh,
is
God.
what I can do for
What are
you.
you going to do?
Oh,
This is
no.
where-
What did you
Now
do?
we're
What do you
involved,
Why-
Rachel.
Why
Oh, no.
would you all say, oh
Mm-mm.
no? Here's what I
How
I
did you
know
get
what's
involved
coming.
in that?
Here's what I think.
I don't think you should. You should step right back.
I offered my services. I said
Mm-hmm.
to her, look, at one time I was almost famous. Almost, not quite, on the radio. I talk good.
I
pretty
talk good.
I talk
Mhm.
good.
That's not even grammatically correct. You talk well.
I talk well. I talk good.
Mhm.
I can speak.
Okay.
I can speak. I speak.
That's all it is, of course. It's
I
just
speak.
speaking.
So
I can talk. I can be on the radio.
I can
I can do a
offer my-
podcast.
Done.
I can do your prom. You can bring me along,
Right.
and I'll be your prom. I'll
That's
do
what
it.
everyone wants is
I'll-
their father.
That's right.
To,
I'll do it. Yeah, but I'm not just any father. I'm a father that talks, that
Uh-huh.
knows how to do
That
it.
talks. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
That I can do this.
Sure.
I can stand in front of
So
people.
what
I
did you
don't-
do? Let's hear it here.
oh,
So I
I'm
offered.
so I feel so yes.
So
I
I
don't
off-
feel like this is going to go well, but
Once
go
she
ahead.
said, I have to do well. She's explaining to her mother because she has to explain. A lot. She doesn't really explain things to me. She just explains to her mother. She's
Oh,
explaining
because you
that
do
she
shit like
has
that.
to do. She has to do a promposal. So right away, I think this is, so the gears start. So I stood
Gears are
right up and
turning in
said,
your head while she's only
said-
talking to Jana about this.
Yes.
Do you see a
So-
problem here?
So I say, I can do that for you.
She didn't ask.
Who wouldn't want, your old radio announcer dad to do that for you? And she immediately looked at me like I had, 4 or 5 heads.
Mhm.
Like she
Yeah.
gave me that look that you used to always give me, Rachel. That one. What's that look? That one. That's the look. That's
Yeah,
the look.
that
I
look.
got.
That was
So I said,
Well, it's my
"Wow."
look.
So
Yeah.
you don't want me to do? No, I don't want you to do that for me, Dad.
Uh-huh.
Not even you don't want me to. No, Dad.
I don't want you involved
No,
at
I don't
all
want you
whatsoever.
Anyway, she
In
did.
fact, I don't want you
Yeah.
involved in this conversation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Dad, please don't bring this
Yeah.
up on your
So that
silly
is-
little podcast
yeah,
either.
well, that she can't control that. She can't. Anyway, she did a great job, a marvelous
You
job.
and your stupid friends. Okay.
She put together, and I think she knew where he was going to be at a certain point, and so a friend of hers, they sort of ambushed him, surprised him, and
Aw.
she had and it worked out well, and so
Good.
yeah, everything.
So
That's
they're
all
going
good.
together.
That's all good.
Okay, fun.
so- oh,
That's
yeah,
cute.
so
I
that's
like that.
later. That's later. I will let you know how it all goes.
Okay.
But then there's the after prom, and I don't know if you know what an after prom is.
It's the party?
I'm slightly familiar, yes.
Okay, Forman, what was yours?
Well, there's the party, which for us, everyone, everyone was at the bar because we're in Quebec. But then it went back to somebody's farm.
Oh, a
And
farm.
everybody,
A
there was
farm.
tents and a
Yep.
field
Oh no.
and a absolute free for all.
Mhm.
The limos will drop you off in your gowns
You
and
guys are
tuxedos,
you're
and then
small.
you immediately
You
better
guys didn't change before you.
Well,
think
no,
people
you had to
changed.
change there, like in your tent.
Oh, I see. No,
Yeah.
we would go home. We went home. I think I'm sure we went home or something, and then we changed and we went to the party, which was at somebody's farm again.
Mhm.
The parents let
See,
they had a huge backyard field thing, and people had tents, and it was just a party.
okay.
all
Well,
night
this
long.
is
Mhm.
that I'm aware of.
Literally till the sun comes
I
up.
don't
Yeah.
think there's. I don't think there's anything happening tonight, but on the weekend after prom. So prom's Thursday, and then on the weekend we have what is known as the after prom, where she will be with a group of girls. They have an Airbnb in Grand Bend.
Oh, my.
Oh, see,
Oh,
that's what
okay.
I thought.
Wow.
That's what I thought. I should.
Is that allowed anymore? People are still renting Airbnbs to a bunch of kids on prom weekend?
Yeah, well,
I
apparently.
thought they all got mad about that. Okay.
Now, there's a
I don't
part
know.
of-
But I remember a couple of years ago, Ashley went to a bachelorette overnight at Airbnb in Port Stanley.
how was that?
I don't know if they would be welcome back.
Okay.
Don't know if the
I'm
woman
weird-
who booked this would get much of a star rating review.
Well,
Right.
we've been having discussions for the last week, maybe 2, about how to behave, how to you got to watch yourself, you got to manage, you got to
Okay.
and I could offer.
Well, she's a responsible kid,
yeah,
so
you gotta-
hopefully
you gotta
you send them out into the world and you
gotta-
hope for the best.
You got to set them free. Although I guess I could offer to be a chaperone.
Chaperone.
Oh, jeez.
So all the teenage
Bad
girls
idea.
have
Yeah.
Charlotte's dad come.
Bad idea for me.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Seemed like
Well, then you can get into Coco's. Sneak them all in the back.
This is due to underwhelming demand. It's a podcast. We are Dave, Rachel, and Forman, the podcast that's lovey-dovey all the time. It's just lovey-dovey.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much the opposite of that.
I'm done, and I have to stop listening to classic rock. I just
Oh, okay.
have to stop.
Yeah.
Well, if you know the age range of someone who does listen to classic rock.
Yes, I do.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I do.
And typically, actually, if you're looking at demographics, I would say, David, that you actually are beyond the top end of that.
I think I am too. I'm just not there
Unfortunately.
anymore.
They don't even count you anymore.
No, they don't count me.
Do they play stuff from the 70s anymore, or is it like 90s and up? 80s, 90s,
No,
maybe?
They still do, I think.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay.
I don't know.
All
That
right.
my critique of any classic hits or classic rock station is calm down on the 80s.
Yeah.
Nobody
It's-
wants it. Nobody liked it
Yeah.
at the time. Nobody
Please-
likes it now.
Yeah, please,
Gosh.
back off the 80s, but
Just
we don't.
pretend that 10 years didn't exist.
Well, I think they're trying to be a little more current, drop
Just-
some of the 70s and
No,
No, 60s and 70s are good. And then we pretend nothing happened, and then we go pick up at the 90s.
90s, sure.
60s and 70s now. That's not even classic rock. That's just like oldies now.
No, it's like Led Zeppelin and stuff. Come
It's
on.
oldies.
rock.
It's
That's-
like
that's
50
not
years
oldies.
old.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
that's
there you go.
well. Then now this is something else that's showing my age.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
Because as you may or may not be aware, Rachel and I both recently had birthdays.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
I
2 days
remember.
apart, but we're
I-
2 years apart too.
I remember.
Yes.
But sometimes I will admit to both of you that I get confused which one is first and which one is second.
Yeah.
And
Baby
then-
Foreman's is first.
Yeah.
I'm
then,
first, although 2 years earlier, Rachel was
So-
actually first.
Yeah, so that's why I generally, although with
Right.
Rachel, I knew by
Okay.
the time Rachel's birthday came around, I should have known
That
better.
took me
but
a minute.
But I tend to wait till later in the day to wish you a happy birthday till I see your Facebook thing saying it's your birthday. That
Right.
way, then I'm
Yeah.
like,
just
okay,
so
I
that you're
caught.
positive.
That's right. I don't want to wish
Okay.
the wrong one a happy birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
You can tell Rachel was away, and who does what on this podcast because I had to put up our own happy birthday post to ourselves.
Oh yeah, Dave's not doing that.
I'm not doing it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dave doesn't
Forget
even know how to log into our
No,
Facebook.
I
I
don't know how to do
And
it.
we have a lot of comments and stuff from everyone listening, and we had a lot of
Right,
people
yeah.
saying happy birthday to us.
Yeah,
and we're going to
thank
get
you.
to other comments, but even like Tammy said that she turned 60 last Saturday, and her husband threw a party with friends and family with all the
Ooh.
fixins.
Oh,
nice.
what's
So
that
that's
mean?
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Happy birthday,
Okay,
Tammy.
cool. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. We had a bit of a get together on the weekend.
Did you? Okay.
I
I didn't do anything. I went to Legoland in Florida.
Wow.
I
that's a-
literally did nothing.
Wow, you are living the dream.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That was my day.
I'm telling you.
The weather was nice enough, so we had a bit of a barbecue and some people over, and had some nice food and good visits, and kids played together. That was all fine. It was a Saturday, and by the way, the neighbor behind us, 5 p.m.
Cut the grass.
Saturday,
Mowed the lawn.
fired up the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Even while you know there's a gathering of people next door, you fired it up anyway.
Yeah.
Don't care. Don't care.
Someone sent Erica Vincent sent us a video of she's having a party at her house and the neighbor behind fires up the lawnmower.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah,
like, I
see,
thought of you
Erica?
guys.
Yes, it
I'm like,
was
yeah,
exactly me
I
as
know.
well.
Yeah.
And everybody at that party said, "Oh, Foreman!"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. there
Yeah,
you
because
go.
they all know.
Exactly.
You're the old man who complains.
Yeah.
But if you're wondering how old I actually am,
Mhm.
maybe you can figure it out via the gifts I was given by my family.
Oh, goody, a game. Let's
Is
go.
This is a game. How old
How
is Foreman
old is Foreman?
based on his
How
gifts?
old is
Is Foreman.
Yeah, all right.
based
Let's do
on
it.
his
Let's see it. What did you get? What did you get?
Okay.
gift number one was from Ashley. It came from Costco
Of course. Yep.
and was a pack that includes everything you need to play a certain game and even has a convenient carrying case to go along with it. You can stuff an oversized water bottle in the outside
Okay.
and put your 2 paddles in there and your 3 balls because, yes, it was a pickleball set.
Oh my God. Amazing.
Wow.
Yep. You're a pickleballer now.
Foreman,
Have
you're
you
a-
tried it yet?
Foreman,
haven't-
are you a 65-year-old woman?
No, I'm telling you, young people are playing pickleball. It's a thing.
Very
It's
young
a
people,
thing.
as it turns out, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't used this set yet,
I-
but
like-
I can't wait.
I
And
think you're-
people are good at it. Like, you won't be able to keep up.
Okay,
No, I
Rachel,
won't.
First of all, I think if you're referring to you and Foreman, I think you're using the term young people. You're throwing
No, there's people
No.
younger than us playing
Yes.
pickleball.
okay.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
All
I
right.
will be among them at some point in St. Thomas.
Wow.
There are some pickleball
I
courts, I
cannot
believe,
wait.
at Pinafore Park, and I'm going
If
to be
you
there.
face
I
Foreman
have-
in pickleball, please send us a photo.
We got a
A photo facing Foreman.
We bought a pickleball thing. My wife got it. And we
So
took
you've
it
got
with
the
us.
paddles and the balls and everything.
We just have.
Listen,
two.
I'm
Did
the
you
only
get-
one who doesn't. Who's young now?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Rachel,
Mm-hmm.
how old on your last birthday?
29.
Yeah,
Again.
exactly.
Oh,
Okay.
still.
All right, still.
Yeah, still.
Okay. Anyway, did you get 4 Foreman or 2?
There's 2 paddles.
Yeah, that's what we have, the 2-pack. But I only see people. So we tried playing it as a duo,
Yeah.
and it turns out it's not as easy to play as a duo as it is if you play doubles.
Right.
That's why
So
you
you
see
need
everybody-
another pair. So you
You
guys
do, yes.
and your wives could get together
Sure, we
and
could
play
give that a
pickleball.
shot.
Yes. All
Okay.
right.
I would
Yeah.
do that.
We're
I would
all
do
ready.
that.
Okay.
I will
We'll-
come
I
and
would do that.
videotape
We'll
that.
arrange that. Yes.
Mhm.
And now, courtesy of my wonderful in-laws, Barry and Marlene, Ashley's parents,
Yes. What did you
I'm
get?
now fully equipped that after I cut my grass at an appropriate hour,
Which is when?
and then make sure everything's clean because
Oh my God, you got a leaf
Oh.
blower.
Foreman got a leaf blower.
I got a leaf blower.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome.
You are old.
Yeah.
You are.
Never owned one before.
Is it a blower vac? Because those are handy for
No,
leaves.
it just blows. It doesn't suck.
Yeah. No sucking, just blowing.
Okay. Well,
You know
good
me.
for you.
You
Get all
want-
that grass off the sidewalk. You're
Mhm.
set.
It's
Great.
nicer to have something that both sucks and blows, but this
Right.
isn't one of those things.
Sure.
Anyway.
That's fine.
All I
Anyway.
can do is blow.
And that's it.
Good. Good. Okay. Guess
You should-
Foreman's age.
You should put that on a T-shirt. All I can do is
Blow.
never
Is
mind.
blow.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't
That'll be on our new merch.
Well, I'm
know.
I love that.
Due to underwhelming demand, it blows.
It blows. Well, that's awesome. Now you have a blower.
Great. Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
That's
Ding,
it.
ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
I got 2 things.
2 things. You're getting, yeah.
Oh, and my friend Ian got me some meat,
Meat. What
Mhm.
kind of meat?
some sausages, and some steaks.
So you got groceries, is what you got for your birthday.
Yeah, but like nice sausages and steaks.
Hey,
What are nice sausages?
Like the ones that a butcher has to wrap it up in that special paper.
Rachel, it's the gift that keeps
Oh.
on giving. Come on.
That it does, David.
That's right. Who doesn't want meat for their birthday?
You got sausages is something that only blows. All right. Well, happy
Yeah.
birthday.
When we were on the radio, did we or did we not once do a contest for the Super Bowl of
Called
guess what kind of meat
Foreman
is slapping?
Yes. we
Yeah,
did.
I didn't agree with that game though because I didn't understand it.
Why didn't you agree with it?
I didn't
That's
like
all
it.
you need to know.
But I was outvoted, so we did it.
Yeah. Guess what meat Foreman is slapping?
Yeah.
And people did
Nobody
guess.
knows
No,
because
people
you're
knew.
on the radio.
People won
knew.
meat.
People won meat.
Oh yeah, we gave meat away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
gave
Yeah,
meat
We
away.
gave away meat.
Right.
We were the radio show that gave away meat, toilets.
Right.
We did it all. We did it all.
If you've got stuff you need to give away,
We'll do it.
we will
We'll-
do that for you.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
I always loved that game though, and I think it was remember
Old spaghetti arms,
old
Gary.
spaghetti arms Gary.
He was on in the afternoons on
Yes,
BX
he
Uh-huh.
used
ninety three.
to be
Yeah.
on in the
Uh-huh.
afternoons. Didn't he once do a game? I thought this was brilliant. I loved.
I
but
know
I
what you're
didn't-
gonna say.
I didn't know how it worked, but
It
guess
doesn't
what?
matter.
Guess what sandwich? Isn't that it?
Guess what kind of sandwich
It
he's
was-
thinking of.
He's thinking of having.
Guesses are
brilliant.
unlimited.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely.
That's just
brilliant.
as bad as those contests that are like 44% of people do this.
Yes.
Well, that's
It could
not.
be fucking anything.
Yes,
that
of
could be
course.
literally anything. Like,
know.
what a terrible game that is.
I
They
love
are
But
terrible,
every radio
not
station
creative.
does that.
But guess what kind of sandwich Rachel is thinking of?
It's the
could be
same
anything.
thing.
You just pick a
I
winner.
could change my mind.
Just
It
pick
doesn't
whoever
even
you
matter.
feel like you want to win.
But
Whatever.
That's a great game. That's a game right there. We never. The whole point of our games was we didn't really care whether we want you to win. We didn't care. You're going to win no matter what. If
Yes,
you're a
but
caller-
that game is
if
so
you're-
arbitrary that
If you're caller 7, you're winning. But if you play along, it was like
Did we do
na-
guess what kind of vegetable Foreman is chopping?
Yes, we
yes,
did.
which also
We
I
did.
didn't get.
Yes, I
and now
like
I'm
that
telling you guys now that
What
I
are you
didn't love those
talking
games.
about?
I love those
How do you
games.
not get it?
Because
then-
who knows? Nobody knows what
Name that-
vegetable you're chopping. Nobody can see it.
Name that honk was my favorite.
Okay, that was at least something you could hear. It was at least an audio game.
But everyone played
You're
that
welcome.
game so well. We
I
didn't
slapped
really
meat. I chopped
he
vegetables.
slapped meat. He chopped vegetables. You honked.
You blew your
Come
nose.
on. Yes. Anyway, happy birthday, Foreman.
Happy
Thanks.
birthday, Foreman.
If that's what you got for your birthday, wait till Father's Day.
Oh my God, I can't. Maybe he'll get the vacuum.
This is due to underwhelming demand. It's a podcast. It's Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. And if you would like to sponsor this fine, high-quality podcast, you can.
Yes, you can email us at daverachelforeman@gmail.com for any pricing information. If you just want us to send you some info, we're happy to do that. Prices begin at $75 per episode. Or you can email us for any reason. We'd love to hear from you. Email daverachelforeman@gmail.com or check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. Podcast platforms, you can often message on there too. So
Yeah, everywhere.
we'll get them.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. We are closing in on 100,000 downloads.
Yeah. What should we do to
Wow.
celebrate? I feel like we should do something to celebrate. I thought about maybe doing a Facebook Live. Would you participate in that? I don't know.
Yeah, keep
Would you
keep
watch that?
sending us messages on what we should
me?
do.
I don't
Well,
know if I would.
Dave won, yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know whether I will participate
anybody
in that.
listening
Yes.
or watching.
There's the biggest hurdle.
Yeah, really. I'm
Some
kidding.
people have already suggested, Cassandra has said, you should send Foreman to Costco with a mic recording.
Yeah, that would be funny. I would
Sherry
like to
said
see
that too. Record a podcast with Foreman at Costco. I
Uh-huh.
love it when he gets worked up. Foreman,
Mhm.
you make me roll over laugh.
Yeah.
And Sherry also adds, I'm
Good.
so happy the three of you are back together, and I can't wait for Tuesdays to hear the new podcast. So thank you, Sherry.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Anne has suggested, I would love to see the three of you live. Merch would be great too. I was so
Merch.
happy when I found you were back together. I look forward to it each week.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Merch. I don't know what kind of merch. we
I
do.
don't know if we should do merch. I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know what we
Yeah.
would even
Scarlett
put.
suggests an in-person event.
Okay.
David?
in
Mm.
person.
Yes.
I don't know.
Scarlett, you can keep direct messaging Dave's accounts to
Mm.
push him in that direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Keep trying me.
That's right.
Melissa
Okay.
thinks we should have a neighborhood grass cutting party in Foreman's honor.
Oh my
That
God, yes.
would be
Everyone
fun.
at the same time.
You're
That I would show up.
You're
to.
so funny, Melissa. Tracy says we should attend a high school reunion.
No. No, thank you.
Ooh, no.
My high school just recently had one, actually.
Did you
I
go?
think- Nope.
Oh, wasn't it like a 70th or something?
Yeah,
for Medway?
75th.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
talking
I
about
didn't
it
go.
bored you. Look at that.
Yeah, see, I'm yawning already.
Yeah.
Angie suggests that we should go to the keg.
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
not. No.
That's where we're doing
No.
a live show at the
No,
keg.
I don't think I'm going to the keg. I
You
don't
have
think
a bunch
I'm.
of gift cards lying around, right?
I don't think I'm welcome there.
Lori has just found out that we had a podcast and is now busy leaving comments on episode 2
Oh,
Wow.
from just a couple of days ago that says, I'm thrilled these three are back together. Thank you.
oh.
On episode 4,
Thank
Lori
you.
says, I just found you guys again. This has been the best Monday morning ever, catching up from the beginning.
Oh,
Thank you.
all right then.
I'm surprised. You know, I'm so glad that you're finding us now. Please tell your friends because people are just still finding us. So we've been doing this for almost 2 years now.
Yes. And then she left another episode or comment on episode 5 that says, Rachel, the in-depth sports analyst.
Oh.
And Dave, your laugh has been so
Oh.
missed.
Oh, there you
Aw.
Yeah, the title of that episode was Fun Fact, Rachel's a Sports Expert.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
I
I
skimmed
am.
through the beginning to figure out, and it was because you're on the Free Press podcast talking
go.
about the
That's
night.
Yes.
right.
That's right.
Oh, I
Mhm.
forgot
Yeah,
about
I do
that.
the Free Press podcast. And so I interview the reporters about their stories.
Yeah.
And so I often interview Ryan Pyatt about his sports stories.
And to
Mm.
quote Rachel from episode 5, I know a little bit about a lot of things, and then I can bullshit the rest.
Yes. That's, yeah. Journalism 101, people.
There you go.
Mhm.
Still a lot of people talking about grass cutting, and so many people sent us the news story that went around there a couple
Oh my
of weeks
gosh.
ago.
Everyone
how London
sent it.
City Council was considering a bylaw to restrict your lawnmower use after
Yeah,
6
it's
p.m.
so dumb.
I say it doesn't go far enough. It should have started at 4 p.m.
Okay.
So
That
dumb.
was immediately, by the way, voted down unanimously by the
Yes,
council.
Everybody.
Like
The
they all
follow-up-
voted it. Even the person who proposed it didn't vote for
Yeah,
it.
the follow-up was emotions boiled over at London City Hall during a debate around a controversial gas-powered lawn equipment curfew.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all parts of the motion failed. So that's not going to happen.
Not
That's
gonna
right.
happen. Not
Yes.
gonna happen.
Now is your opportunity to bring it to St. Thomas or Central Elgin. Come on, other mayors.
Please don't. No, we
Yeah.
don't need that.
But
Right.
AJ McKay says, "Hi, Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. I just finished that episode, and it was great as always. We once had a neighbor, and their grass was so long once, which was a normal thing, but one time the son was cutting the knee-high grass, and the mom came out yelling at him to stop because she couldn't find the cat.
Oh my gosh. She thought the cat was in the grass. Cut your goddamn grass. Just cut it.
And now
Just cut
listen
it.
to Dave's laugh now. Lord.
Cutting your
Yeah,
grass at
that's
like 8
funny.
p.m. is better than not cutting it ever. That's
Well,
way. I mean, you can't dispute
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Right?
That's pretty sad.
Jerry sent us a message and she says, "This is one of the few issues where I am not necessarily Team Foreman, but only because my hubby is the one who takes care of the lawn and he works a lot. So after 6 and weekends is when he has time to do it.
Mm,
I think between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. is fair."
okay.
When do you have time to do it, Jerry?
She's like me. We don't know how to use a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sure.
Watch the YouTube
Don't cut
version
your
of
grass
this.
when I'm trying to record stuff during the day. You know? You get your friggin' blower out, Foreman.
Well, you wouldn't like being around me because I'm cutting
Mhm.
it during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad.
Yeah,
too. Too
exactly. Exactly.
Melissa sent a message to Melissa Callenberg that just says, "Foreman, I'm glad I could be the downer for the end of episode 76. I love when you read my comments. Your rants are the
Aw.
best, never change." No, they're only going to get more frequent and high pitched, I imagine.
That's-
Yes.
yeah,
yes,
that's
They
right.
will. They will.
And then we have some voice memos.
Okay.
We have a voice memo from Dave Powery.
All right.
Dave?
What's Dave saying?
So Dave Powery's memo is as such.
This was inspired by Scotty. It's Dave and Elmer. Need some updates here. What night is Rachel golfing at Belmont? So I know to avoid that night.
That's handy.
Did Foreman get his couch straightened out and the hole in the wall fixed?
Mm.
No.
Nope.
Dave, you're kind of boring right now, but do you have any holes this year yet in your yard?
Yes.
Is Foreman going to be the guy that's out there coming this Sunday to the tractor pull?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's my first attempt, guys. All good. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you
Dave.
for your voice memo. I love the
Thank
voice
you.
memos.
Yeah, I do too.
I have not golfed yet, but
Shock
we
me, shock me, shock me.
literally
Shocking.
just booked a tea time for this Friday.
It's too
This
bad
Friday.
you are
Yeah.
already thinking about
Not
how
at
you're gonna have
Belmont.
to cancel that. But
Not
What?
available.
too
You're
bad
gonna
you're
have
already thinking about how you have to cancel it. But
Why?
because you're Rachel.
That's because
Oh.
you're Rachel.
No, we're going. We're gonna
Okay.
go, and
Who's we?
actually, it's me and my husband and our neighbors, so it's a foursome.
Oh,
and-
Oh.
And
Friday
Jeremy's
night.
Jeremy's the one proficient golfer. The guy next door, he does golf, not quite as much as Jeremy. Although Jeremy hasn't gone out yet this year because he was so sick, so he couldn't. Anyway, so and then we're all going. We'll see
I
how
can tell
that
you
goes.
right now, golfing with your wife is not the smartest thing in the world to do,
Oh.
or vice versa.
We're only doing 9 holes, so we're all starting
That's-
small.
Okay, yeah, 9 will be all you can take.
Yes,
Whether you booked
6
18 or
might be
not,
all,
the
yeah.
most you were going to do was 9 anyway.
it's usually the case. Yeah, I
Um,
usually quit halfway through.
I did have a couple of yes, I had. How many have I got? Several more bowls actually. They appeared just as the snow thawed.
Hmm.
I took care of 2, but it turned out there were more.
You took care of it.
And
Oh, boy.
And I've now taken care of them.
Did
It
you
has
use that
been-
solution someone sent us? How to get rid of them? Dish soap or something?
I tried all of that stuff, and then I don't want to get into how I ended
Okay,
up.
all right.
Check out that podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the moment, knock on whatever this is.
Yep.
I'm bull free and have
Okay,
been for a while.
good.
Yeah.
It's a nice scarf you have there, Dave. That seems new.
What's that?
Scarf. nice, nice fur coat.
Don't come at me for that.
I don't have a scarf.
I don't have a scarf.